Welcome back to my channel. This is Hibiscus, or I'm in Hibiscus, or Yuzuka Hibiscus. 15th video of the podcast. This podcast will feature different guests, and we will be talking about Takarazuka things. I'm very honored again to be Flower Troupe top star. So I was very excited to meet her because I also adore her performance when she was in Takarazuka. This without Sakiko-san from World of Dreams team and also Dana for the very wonderful interpretation. Twitter and Tumblr, if you haven't followed, I suggest that you do if you want to have more Yuzuka Rei content, which my handle is YUZUKA. And like my video if you like this episode. Please note that the name Hibiscus Cafe Break is with due respect to the original show, Takarazuka Cafe Break. And this is a fan-made podcast with no intention of receiving commercial revenue, rather to promote Takarazuka review in a casual and informal manner. I do not own any of the resources that may be featured, and any mentions of the shows or seto are subject to copyright from Hankyu Railway, Takarazuka Review, and Takarazuka Creative Arts Publications. Without further ado, let the podcast begin.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hi, this is Sakiko, and this is, I think, it's a third interview with OG interview. I think, yes. Actually, today's is a special OG is Mahou Tsugumi-chan from former Hanagumi, Musumeyaku 95th class. Actually, we scheduled an interview with her in September, I think, but she was very, very busy with this project. I will talk about what kind of project she was in September later. But anyway, long story short. So finally, we're able to make it to interview with her and enjoy the interview. And today, of course, me, Sakiko, and Shomi-chan, and Mahou Tsugumi-chan. And then the translator is Dana, and from Mura, Takarazuka City. She's a Romanian, but
your local Takarazuka interpreter.
Yeah. And the Hibiscus-chan from Hong Kong. She's a big, probably I'm sure everybody knows she's a big Hanagumi fan and a big Yuzuka Rei fan and big Mahou Tsugumi-chan fan, right? So she just finished her exam and she said she can join this interview for an hour. So thank you, guys. Soということで、しょみちゃんよろしくお願いします、今日は。じゃあ、早速。So, let's get started. Number one question. 一つね、一番最初の、質問。ナットさんから。From Nat.、how did you know it was time to tie down?
はい。同期がトップスターさんになるのを見てから卒業したいなというふうに思っておりまして、
I thought it was a good time to retire when my doki became top star.
はい。それでトップになった姿を見て、その後にあと2作品かなと思って自分の中で決めていたので、はい。そのコロナでちょっと伸びてしまったのですが、はい。タイミングはそのタイミングかなと思いました。
So once her doki, which is Yuzuka-san, right, became top star of Hanagumi, she thought within herself that she would do 2 more shows and then retire. But then Corona interfered and then it just kind of prolonged the whole experience.
はい。
はい。じゃあ、2番目ね、number 2 question です。What is your dream role in a Takarazuka show?Male or female?
私は娘役なのですが、背が高かったら男役さんになりたかったです。
If she had been taller, she would have liked to have been an 男役。
はい。それで男役さんの代表作、オスカル、ベルサイユのバラとかの、はい、作品でアンドレでもオスカルでもやってみたかったなって思います。
She would have liked to do either Oscar or Andre from the Takarazuka representative show, their Sainobara.
それは、あれ宝塚に入って思うようになったの？それとももう入る前からできれば男役？ My question is additional question. I was wondering if Shomi-chan thought about it, 男役 being playing an 男役 after she joined the company or even before she wanted to be 男役 but because of the height situation.
一番最初は男役さんに憧れてなんですけれども、身長的に娘役ということが分かって、でもその後はもう今は娘役ですごい良かったなって自分自身思います。はい。
So at first, she actually had hoped to be an otokoyaku, but she was aware that because of her height, she would only qualify for musumeyaku roles. But now, looking back on it, she's actually very glad that she became a musumeyaku.
それは娘役で良かったっていうのはどうして？ Why it was good to be 娘役？
自分自身が舞台を極めて年々娘役というものを極めていったからこそ娘役で今は良かったなっていうふうに、はい、自分がその道を極めたからそう思えるのかなと思います。はい。
Basically, because every year she progressed more on the road to being a musumeyaku, that at the end of that road, she looked back and felt, I'm really glad I did this because of like the slow development year after year.
なるほど。はい、どうぞ。
でも真帆さんの黒エンビを聞いてみたい。機会があります。
黒エビ、黒エビ。
はい。
黒エビ。
本当
はい。
に見たい。
黒エビ。ね、見てみたいって言っていただいて。
黒エンビ着る機会は全然なかった。
なかったです。今、黒エンビは男役さんが入団した時に一人一着作ってもらえるんですね、男役さん。はい。なので、もう自分の黒エンビはずっと自分の黒エンビを持ち続けるので、娘役は黒エンビはなかったです。
What Hibiscus-san said that she would like to see Mahou-san as an otokoyaku, so wearing the kuroenbi, black tuxedo. So Mahou-san responded that that actually could not be possible during Takarazuka because all the otokoyaku have their tuxedos made for them in their first year, so they wear them again and again. So musumeyaku simply don't have tuxedos to wear. So that's why she never got to wear a tuxedo, which is sad.
今から作ってもらえば。
What if you make it now?
それもいいです。
はい、どうぞ。
でももう一つ。でも、ファッショナブルエンパイアのフィナーレで全員がコートの全部が着てなの。だから、ショミさんのコートや黒エンビア、本当に見たいです。
そうですね。すごい。ファッショナブルエンパイアご覧になっすごいご覧になったんですね。
はい。
ね、
娘ファッショナブルエンパイアで、娘役エンビ着てたっけ？
なんかかっこいいスーツみたいな。
いや、コートが着たい。
Coat. They wore the same coat as the otokoyaku.
はい。
But sometimes they do have like pants, like zubon sugata. Sometimes, because like I think Hoshigumi did it last year in
More than
yes, that one, more dandism. And then they do it periodically. They put musumeyaku in pants rolls. They did it last year for Derishu as well. They had all the musumeyaku in the dresses and all the otokoyaku in the big wako skirts and the big circle skirts, hoop skirts. So maybe there's still a chance.
ねえ、まだもしかしたらどっかで着れるあるか。はい。じゃあ今度はハイビスカスちゃん、it's your question. So 3番目ね、ハイビスカスちゃんの質問です。はい。
Oh, so I think before there was this program where Shomi-san starred with Nagina-san and they were like making a dessert. So I was thinking if there's something that you would like to make at home when you have time, like it's a dessert or a dish, like what's your to-go dish to make?
はい。私自身がコーヒーがすごい好きなので、 はい、コーヒーに合うようなお菓子は、自分の気分がいい時とか、自由感がある時は、コーヒーに合うようなお菓子をよく食べたりしています。
She really loves coffee, so she likes to make
Dessert.
desserts that go well with coffee. That's something that she likes to do.
例えば、
Oh, yes, for example.
ティラミスとか、ティラミスとか。
お
もうでもいろいろもう甘いものですね、そうすると。シュークリームとか結構好きです。
私、コーヒーがあんまり好きじゃないから、
そうですか。
そうなの。I personally don't really don't drink coffee much. Sometimes. だから、わかんないの。なんかコーヒーに合うデザートって何なんだろうと思って。So I have no idea what kind of dessert go with the coffee. チョコレート。
チョコレートとか甘いもの。
So sweets go well, but she really likes cream puffs, shoe cream. Yes, cream puffs, we call them in English.
クリームパフね。はい。いきます。4番目の質問ね。So the next question is, what is a good advice you received from some upperclassmen, and what else more would you say to encourage underclassmen?
そうですね。たくさんあるのですが、下級生の頃によく言われていたのは、下級生の頃は端にいることとかが多いかもしれないけれども、必ず見ててくださる方がいるから、その時に諦めないで一生懸命頑張りなさいという言葉はずっと胸に残っています。
So from the seniors, the encouragement that she received was that you might feel kind of embarrassed or awkward, but you are actually being looked after by others, and so just keep going, just keep doing it, don't give up. Never give up.
なんかあったね、そういう歌ね。Never
Oh
give up.
yes,
なんか
I
あった
love
ね
it.。
宝塚であったね。
はい。アドバイスするとしたら、やはり宝塚はすごく愛にあふれた世界ということを昔からすごく言われてるんですけれども、今卒業した後にやはりこんなに一つのことに向かって一生懸命頑張れる、同じ気持ちで頑張れる場所というのは本当に宝塚世界で一つしかないんだなってことを改めてすごくはい、感じているので、今いる時間を皆さん一生懸命楽しんで宝塚人生を楽しんでほしいなっていうふうに今改めて OG として思います。
Advice for the underclassmen would be to really enjoy their Takarazuka life while they're living it, and for her, especially as an OG now, she really wants to emphasize how they should really take delight in working for Takarazuka, because it is often said that Takarazuka is a place that overflows with love. And after she graduated, she felt once again that reality, that place only exists in Takarazuka, this feeling. It's the only place in the world where you find that level of overflowing love. So enjoy every moment that you have with it.
期間が決まってるもんね。
はい。
ね、もう、forever 入れないもんね。
forever
入れない。So I think that the Takarazuka time is in a way limited, right? I mean, of course, there are some Senka people stay long time, but eventually, average-wise, they like 10 or 15 years, that's max, right? So that's why it's just a precious time for those limited.
But also, I think the concept of Takarazuka is full of love is also because sometimes I see like maybe Shomi-san would post her going to the theater to watch like the people from Flower Troupe or also from other troupes. So from other people's, maybe other OGs Instagram, I also know that, wow, Takarazuka is full of love, like, because this support really touched me, that they still have this bond.
卒業してからやっぱ思うんだよね、やっぱり。
そうで、
その気持ちっていうのは、愛にあふれたと。まあ、いた時も思ったかもだけど、出ると余計なんかね。
OG さんが言ってたことがわかるというか、言われてはいたけれども、どういうことがあんまりわからなかったことが外に出て、そういうことだったのかってわかることが、でも違う世界にまた飛び出して、はい。 皆さんの宝塚の方々がいてくださるから自分自身も頑張れるってところも。はい。
So Shomi-chan was saying, like, of course, when she was in the company, all these senpai OGs kept telling, you know, is the Takarazuka is the love of the world, kind of. And so she that is sticking in her mind, but it didn't really feel that when she was in the company. But once she left the company, she really understand what those Jokyusei and OG people saying that.
Yeah, really clicked after she left.
ね。
はい。よかったです。
次の5番目の質問もこれハイビスカスちゃんの質問だったのかな。
Hi. So yeah, in General Kabarokurok, which is like her last role in Takarazuka, I find it really interesting because it's like a character whose wallet keeps getting stolen and it's a little bit clumsy. And surare, I think, also means clumsy as a pun. So my first question is, do you think you relate to that character a lot in terms of personality?
自分はそのおっちょこちょいなところはあると思っていて、在団中に誕生日をお祝いするときにサプライズで仕掛け人になったときに割とすぐにちょっとバレてしまうので、それでバレてしまいがちなので、私はあんまり仕掛け人はやらないようにしたりとかしていました。
She does have a clumsy side, and so that's why during her time in the theater, if they were planning to have surprise birthday parties for anybody, they wouldn't tell her. They wouldn't involve her in the planning because she might accidentally tell or slip up and they would find out. So that's why she does have that side to her.
And the second one is, which character among your Takarazuka career do you think suits most to your personality?
役で被るところあまりなかったかもしれないですね。スラレは一番被るかなと思いました。はい。
She didn't really have other characters that really overlapped her natural character. Probably Surare was the only one that had anything in common with herself.
でも、2017年の公演が花のフロリスト。このロゼの役が本当に面白くて。
本当ですか。ありがとうございます。
はい。
はい。
So I was saying, like, there's this performance. She also mentioned in her graduation speech that she's like this librarian, like her name is Rose, and I think in the musical she was kind of flirting with Asumi Ryo-san.
With me.
And it's also one of her roles where メガネを聞いてますか？このロゼの役。はい。And she also wore glasses in that role, so that was really funny and interesting to me. So I also just pointed that.
私見てないからごめんわからない。
はい。
すみません。I haven't watched that show, so.
I saw it once, only once, but I remember exactly the scene that you mean because I remember laughing.
本当に笑ってました。はい。
面白い役だったの？しょみちゃんの役は。
本当に面白くて。
Kind of sweet and funny. So she was like super serious librarian, like we cannot do this, and then Mirio's character comes in, and then she's suddenly like,
yeah.
Able to arrange something kind of very flirtatious. So very strict until it came to the main character, and then she was very cute around him, which was really, really well played. It was very endearing to watch.
それはあれ？ディレクターさんの演出家の先生のその演出なの？それともしょみちゃんがこれをっていう？
でも台本をいただいて、そしたら自分がそういう風にやったらそれで OK みたいな感じでした。はい。はい。
So when she received the script for the role, she kind of got the instructions that if you do it this way, it's okay. So it was kind of not only her decision, but not only the director's decision. It was like mainly the director guiding her and then she responding to that. Yeah.
そう、それ見てみたいわ。なんだっけ？
Hana no Hanaya-san. It's so good. Oh my God. I watched it. Yeah. I have feelings. Okay.
で、ぜひ。So I'll try to find it and then I try to watch it. はい。じゃあ次、6番目の質問ね。これはマリアちゃんからの質問ですね。 What is the role that she most enjoyed doing and why?
はい。今、ハイビスカスちゃんがおっしゃってくださった、ハンナのお花屋さんも、すごい楽しくて、子役とか個性的な役を演じるのがすごく楽しかったです。はい。なので、子役、大劇場でいうと、カリスタの海に抱かれての少年ロベルトとか、割と子役を演じることが多かったので、はい、子役から、あとはさっきのハンナのお花屋さんのちょっともうコメディというか、はい、もうはっちゃけた役はすごく楽しかったです。
So she's played quite a few child roles, and amongst those, the young Roberto in Embraced by the Warm Seas of Callista was one of the roles she really enjoyed. And the other roles where she played younger versions of the characters, of the main characters. And also the role she had in the aforementioned Hana no Hanaya-san was also one of the roles she really enjoyed playing.
なるほどね。いいね。たくさん面白いキャラクター。子供からなんかセクシーなライブラリアンまで。幅広いよね。幅広いよね。
You got the range. You have the range.
はい。じゃあ次いきますね。7番目の質問です。What was the most wonderful memory she had during her time in 宝塚？
はい。そうですね。対談公演は全部が忘れられないなっていうのがありまして、全部がこれで最後なんだなと思いながら、噛み締めながら日々を過ごしていたので、その対談公演の期間中は全て思い出が濃くて、たくさんまたより一層愛をたくさん感じて、すごい幸せな日々だったなっていうふうに思っています。
In terms of memories overflowing with love, her last show, she felt quite a lot of love around her. And so those memories are particularly vivid because she was really trying to enjoy every single moment because she knew that her time in Takarazuka was coming to an end. So she really took in the love around her. And so those memories are the most vivid of her enjoyable memories.
このなんか流れで、こう次の質問ね、同期、
はい
ね、花組の同期、
はいはいはい。
ね、とってもなんか仲良く、すごく3人仲良くっていうのがすごくファンにも伝わる同期との何か思い出はありませんか？ So the next question, I think this is from Hibiscus too. Is there any Hanagumi Doki memory you could share? The three of you have such an amazing friendship.
そうですね。毎回誕生日などをサプライズで楽屋でお祝いしてくれたりがありまして、その時に私が猫ちゃんが好きだったので、その猫ちゃんのぬいぐるみが置いてあったんですけれども、ぬいぐるみかと思ったら首にネックレスがついてまして、それが2人が一緒に選んでくれたネックレスで、今でも大事にしてあります。すごく嬉しかったです。
Aww. So amongst the precious memories with her doki were the birthday surprises. And this one year when she arrived, there was a plushie of a cat. Because she loves cats, in front of her mirror where she puts on her makeup. She thought it was cute, so she picked it up and looked at it, and then she realized that it was wearing around its neck a beautiful necklace that had been actually chosen by her doki, and she still treasures that necklace to this day. So sweet.
イケ
かわ
メン。
いいね。
Yeah.
どんなネックレスだったの？
なんですかね、どんなネックレス、すごい
ゴールド、シルバー。
ゴールドの、はい、ゴールドで、卒業の時は、普通は白のものになるので、なんかシルバーかと思ったらゴールドで、私、ゴールドの方が、合うというか、なんかあれなんですけども、それあえて2人がゴールドで選んでくれてて、なんか分かってくれた上で選んでくれてて、すごい嬉しかったです。
I just asked her what kind of necklace it is. So.
Yeah, and she received a gold necklace, and it's gold is the color that suits her more so than silver. So she was very moved that her doki actually, you know, took the time and understood that and chose that for her.
ね、嬉しいね。何か逆に、しょみちゃんが同期2人に何かお礼というかプレゼントみたいなのは、したの？I just asked, so it's the opposite, you know, if しょみちゃん is give some kind of a gift or present to 同期。
卒業の、最後の、千秋楽、最後の日の前の日に、れいちゃんには充電器、iPhone の充電器を手作りでデコレーションしたのをプレゼントして、みなみにはこの、なんですかね、ケースを好きなキャラクターでデコレーションしたのを2人に、はい、プレゼントでさせていただきました。使ってくれてるかな？
使ってるよ、絶対に。喜んで。
What she said was before the day before Raku, before the last day of the run, she gave Yuzuka-san a phone charger for her iPhone, which she'd personally like decorated by hand. Yeah. And to Mighty, she gave a deco case with her favorite character. I think also for her phone case.
本当にいい、まあお友達でありね、まあいろいろあったライバルでもあるね、宝塚の同期ってなんかこうよくみんな戦友みたいだって言うよね。
そうですね。本当に
友達とも違うし、家族ともまたちょっと違うし、なんかこう一緒に戦ったなんかこう、それを聞いた時私すごいなんか普通の人ってそういうカテゴリーないのね。普通の人はファミリー、フレンド、コアって、同期っていうこのスペシャルなこうキャテゴリーは普通の人は持てないから、
確かに、はい。
なんかお友達でもあり、家族でもあり、でもある種ライバルでもあり、みたいな、本当に素晴らしいなと思いますよ、本当に同期ってね。
So they were talking about doki. So doki is what we refer to people who enter Takarazuka at the same time. So they're part of the same class. And the thing was that in terms of doki is a pretty unusual thing because in society you have family, you have friends, you have coworkers, and they're kind of all slightly different. And doki are that plus. They're not just co-workers. You don't just work with them. They can be your rivals, but sometimes they're more like family, and a lot of the times they're like friends. So it's a very unusual type of connection that is nevertheless wonderful and unique. So that's what they were discussing. That we've mentioned the gifts from Doki earlier, and that's what brought the song.
Good. はい、どうぞ。
だから私ファッシネーションで大好きな場面が同期が3人でこの場面がめっちゃ毎日が見て時に本当に感動しました。本当にもう本当に特別なつなぎ愛とあふれるだから毎回見て時に本当に嬉しいなと思います。はい。So, yeah, even though my Japanese is so broken, but I just mentioned that's why my favorite scene in the fascination is always when the three dokis, they are together. Like that's always the best scene to watch. And it always makes me feel like, oh, what a special bond between dokis. And it's just so amazing and so touching to watch. So I won't get tired of watching that.
I agree. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So, and it's also because when I heard like the first answer she mentioned, like I thought of graduating when Yuzuka-san became top. I was like, yeah, it kind of felt sad because they could have more moments together, I feel.
なんかほら、しょみちゃんが最初にね、その対談を決めたのはきっかけは何ですかみたいな質問で、まあ、同期がトップになった時にもうって思ってたって、でそれを聞いて納得するけど、なんかファンとしてはあってちょっと寂しい感じもある。ね、ファンはほらやっぱりずっといてほしい、ずっと見てみたいね。まあでもそれが宝塚なんだからね、こうつないでいく。
そうですね。
ね、 じゃあ次いきます。ねねさんからの質問なんですが、このOG になった今どんなプロジェクトっていう質問ね。
はい。
So the next question from Nene. Congratulations on your graduation. Now you are an OG. What kind of projects do you want to challenge in the future?
はい。対談の前に声のお仕事、声優さんになりたいっていうふうに思っていたんですけれども、先日声優のオーディションで声優デビューが決まりました。で、ありがとうございます。
She thought before graduating that she wanted to work using her voice, and
Voice
she's very
actor.
happy, yeah, as a voice actor, and she's happy to say that she is officially going to have a debut as a voice actor soon.
Well, there is like a seiyuu audition.
shit.
It was like a really, really long audition. 3ヶ月ぐらいあったっけ、オーディション。
はい。
3 months. So
Wow.
1 week and then rest, and then 1 week rest. It was like intense, long audition.
Wow.
So that's why, as the beginning of this interview, I mentioned about we scheduled an interview with her in early September or something, but she couldn't make it or she couldn't do it. It's because of she was during this audition. So finally after 3 months, I don't know how many entry the first stage of audition, but she actually became number 1. She taught. Yeah.
さすがですね。
おかげさまで。
すごいたくさん最初はオーディションね、人。
結局ブロックが分かれてたので分からなくて。
She wasn't really sure that how many actually the try out this audition, but as a result, she became number 1. So it started not completely her dream came true, but これからね、一歩に夢の。
はい。はい。で、また、そのオーディションの原作のアニメの原作の物語を募集していたので、そこに違うペンネームで応募したら、アニメの原作としても採用してもらったので、小説家じゃないですけど、友のお仕事も決まりまして、それなので声優だけじゃなくて、物を書いたりとか、幅広くいろいろ活動していきたいなと思います。はい。
So the audition was for like an original anime piece. And so going forward, she won't just be working as a voice actor, but she'll also be involved in creating things. So she's very excited about this.
はい。
で、どっかの街になんか大きくなるなんていうの？
ビジョンで、ビジョン。
そう。どこだっけ？
上野の、はい。はい。上野のビジョンに。はい。
So after she became number 1, she passed that audition as soon as the audition was over. Yeah. So like congrats to, her result kind of thing. One is the 上野だっけ？
上野で、はい。
上野 the big screen in Ueno.
So
like
one of the prizes for
prizes,
the
yeah,
right, one of the prizes is a big billboard, or a screen.
Screen だよね。
Screen in Ueno. Wow.
すごい。
That's very amazing. That's awesome.
そして2つ目のプライズが雑誌のね、そのボイスアクターの雑誌、今しょみちゃんが。
はい。
And the second prize is the article about her in the seiyuu centric magazine. So magazine which is about voice acting and voice actors in the December issue of seiyuu magazine.
それでこのなんかあれだよね、サイン会みたいなのがあるんだよね。
はい、もう、はい、ありがとうございます。
この雑誌を買ってくれた人。
そうです、はい。
が、when was it? December いつだっけね、12月。
はい。December issue.
いつだっけ、10日
?1 だったら10、多分11だった。はい。
もし日本にいる方。
ありがとうございます。
ね、ぜひ、じゃあこれからもっと違う世界でまた活躍
お願いします。はい、ありがとうございます。
してください。
If anybody buys the December issue of this magazine with her article in it and takes it to the restaurant that her family owns on the 10th of December or by the 10th of December, I didn't catch that.
11th December. That
on the 11th of December,
yeah.
Then she will autograph it So is it in Tokyo?
東京、
Right.
中野、
中野。
高円寺、高円寺。
Koenji. So the restaurant is in Koenji. Restaurant is called Seito.
多分、whoever checked their Instagram or Twitter, probably they'll find out more info. Probably ね。インスタとか見たらわかるんだよね。きっとしょみちゃんね。はい。じゃあ、これ最後です。海外ファンに向けて一言メッセージ、お願いしますってやつね。So at last, please leave a message for international fans. And there are many Chinese fans here too. Can you also leave a message in Chinese? まずはじゃあ日本語で。
はい。はい。世界中のたくさんの方々に宝塚を愛していただけて、OG としてとても嬉しく思います。これからも宝塚を私も一緒に皆さんと一緒に楽しみたいと思うので、これからもどうぞご応援のほどよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございます。
The message for the international fans is that so to fans all around the world, thank you for loving Takarazuka, and as an OG, I hope to continue to support and love Takarazuka alongside you.
はい。ね、これからはしょみちゃんも一ファンでもあるよね。だからさ、OG だけど、so しょみちゃん now is of course is OG, but also one of the fans like us. 一緒にじゃあ応援しましょう。Let's watch together.
Yes.
はい。そしてじゃあ、中国語でも簡単にお願いします。
はい。大家好。很高兴认识大家。在国外有这么多喜欢博人的朋友，我很高兴。有机会再见，谢谢。
すごい。感動
That was beautiful.
I can translate this.
Please. I only caught
Okay, so what Shomi-san said is, hello everyone. I'm so happy that so many people love Takarazuka, and also I hope there will be a chance to see everyone. 很好。
谢谢。谢谢。すごい。
もうハイビスカスちゃん感動しています。
本当に感動します。びっくりしました。
びっくりし
はい。
初めて聞いてびっくりしました。
すごい。
本当にしょみちゃんありがとう今日は。もうサンキューです。
ありがとうございます。
大感謝。本当にみんな喜んでるね。Don't you think it's people love this interview? Enjoy it. I'm sure enjoy 思います。うん。じゃあ、しょみちゃん、体に気をつけて。
はい、ありがとうございました。
また会いましょう。
はい、また会いましょう。ありがとうございます。
ゆうけさんにもよろしく、ファミリーによろしく伝えてください。
はい、
ありがとうございます。